I'm gonna share a fragrance that everybody loves that I myself am not crazy about. And I know it's a general statement to say everybody, but for the most part, tons of people like this, tons of people like it, but I don't. And it's Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. If you've gone back to my first TikTok videos, I was riding hard for this fragrance. I liked it, but the thing is, I'm gonna be completely honest. Before I got this, because I bought this fragrance, I saw so many reviews on Fragrantica saying that it was amazing. Like, this thing was like maybe like a 4.9 out of 5 stars. And everyone was praising it. They were just like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's the best, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. All that. And I got it. And I think this was when I was new to the game. So I think that other people's opinions on how great they loved the fragrance or how much they enjoyed it did influence me when I was like talking about it. Because I was like, you know what, it is great. And I convinced myself to kind of like it, but the more I smelt it, it just kind of took a tumble. Like, I did like the fragrance, I enjoyed it, right? But when I first sprayed it, I was like, it's not very, it was whatever. But I'm like, okay, there has to be a reason why a lot of people like it. And I did enjoy it. I don't want to say that I hated it and I was pretending and like my review was fake and all that. It wasn't. I did enjoy the fragrance, but yeah, I thought it was okay. And then just the more I've been wearing it, it just kind of went all the way down for me. I kind of get nauseous when I smell it. And I do enjoy the smell of cinnamon. I like the smell of vanilla, but yeah, this fragrance for me is it's a bit too sweet. And I really think it's probably because of the weather that I'm in. It's warm. So, and this is a fragrance that does really well when it's cold outside. But yeah, a lot of the comments I was getting when I was talking about this fragrance were mainly from men that use this and like, yeah, like I love this, and like me and my friends bought this, and it's like a scent that guys love on other guys. I had some girls smell this and they honestly didn't like it, at least the ones here in San Diego that smelled it. I know that's a select few. I know that there's girls that are nuts about this fragrance. They love it. They can't get enough of it. But yeah, for me, Ultra Male is just nothing that I would pull for. You could still see the juice at the top. Like, I did spray like a good amount of this. There's a small dent, but yeah, don't really like it that much. Or at least I grew out of it. That's a better way to say it. I grew out of the fragrance. Another one that I'm not too crazy about is 8 and Bob, the original. This is one of those fragrances that I wear and people around me like it, but I think it's just all right. And I don't hate this, but I also don't love it. It's like right in the middle for me. This is like the safe, average fragrance that won't offend anybody. It's very classic. It's a scent that, you know, it was popular in like the 1930s and 40s with JFK, and then until this day, people still use it. So I love the history behind this fragrance more than I actually enjoy the fragrance. But yeah, when I wear this, I get compliments. The last one I'll show is gonna be a bit disappointing, but Side Effect by Inicio. Let me just start by saying that I don't hate this fragrance at all. I think it's a great scent. I think it's very intense, but I'm just not a fan of like the boozy type of DNA. Like, you know, Jazz Club by Maison Margiela. That's a nice fragrance, but I'm not as crazy about it as a lot of women are. That is actually a fragrance marketed to men. I know like more girls use that than guys that I've seen. Why am I stumbling over my words? Yeah, like I remember when I went to Sephora and the workers like, oh my God, I love Jazz Club. I bought Jazz Club for myself. More women come in here and walk away with it than men do. So yeah, it's a boozy scent. And this one is just like a cinnamon rum fragrance. And it just does better in the air to me. Like, this is something that it doesn't, yes, it pushes off, but it also like stays in your senses a lot. So if you're sensitive to scents, then this might not be your favorite or your go-to reach. But again, mass appealing, niche fragrance. You could tell that this thing is high quality. So I do love it just for that reason. Like, this is something I would love on other people. When I smell it just in passing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. It will definitely turn my head. But wearing it on myself is a bit too much. So that's the reason I don't pull for it and I go for things like Carlisle. Like I love Carlisle as of lately. But yeah, those are 3 fragrances. The first one is my least favorite, and then my most favorite out of the 3 is going to be this one right here. I know that probably sounded confusing, but I hope you understand what I meant. And if not, just drop it in the comments and I can try to explain it better with my thumbs or do another video about it. So have a good one. See you in the next video. Bye.